What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BBIG for Vinco Ventures. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We've talked about the stock regularly on the channel in the past, and obviously, another follow-through day to the upside on today's session. But more importantly, remember some of those critical points we discussed in the past, mainly about what needed to happen with volume if this is going to continue to the upside. And the volume fulfillments or the volume perspective that we mentioned certainly has been fulfilled. There we go. And all I meant by that is that volume needed to keep increasing. We needed new eyeballs, new players interested in the stock if price was going to continue on this sort of momentum style squeeze to the upside. So that has checked out from a volume perspective. In terms of targets, now that we're sort of getting up above this critical area from in the past really and 5 psychological, we have to start thinking about some other things, right? Clearly, it would be a little bit of a stretch to just assume that we're immediately coming up to $8.83. Now, could the market do that? Yeah, the market can always do whatever it wants to do, but I would really start focusing on some more nuanced targets like this one here at 650s and then the top of this wick, right? Obviously, there was a bit of if I just zoom in on this, right? If we think about this candle right here in the psychology, obviously there was an attempt to fill the gap overhead, meaning this one from when that gap down, and it just never happened. The sellers really stepped up at that area there, 729. So I would want to know about that area quite simply. So those are my upside targets here as we move into the remainder of the week and continue to watch BBIG. Again, the first one, probably just your 650. Then we'll look at 730. And then after that, find the top of that spike at 883. Now, again, I want to reiterate that volume needs to continue to do what it's been doing here if this is going to continue and make its way up to that ultimate target, 883. If volume even tapers off a little bit, I would really start to be skeptical. I would either watch for a period of consolidation or just that slow drift lower as people lose interest like it's done in the past, right? That would essentially equate to something like this. So make sure that volume remains elevated inside of BBIG. Just to give you a general benchmark of what to look out for on the 30-minute time frame, what you'll see is that on average, if we can sustain more than 10 million shares per 30-minute bar, it does check out as being something that could see continued momentum to the upside. Now, on today's session, we certainly did have a gap up, and we want to know where that gap starts filling. It's just under today's low at $4.58. It's going to fill to the prior day's high at $4.29, and we essentially have a wedge too, something that would look like this. So if you want to be extremely patient on BBIG, it's going to be as simple as waiting for one of these two trend lines to break. It's going to go one way or another. It's either going to break out and will continue if the volume is good down below, or it's going to break out, volume is not going to be good down below. You would look for a fake break, right? Something like this, and then ultimately sideways to consolidate or potentially lower, right? Or if it's going to break down underneath the support trend line and it's going to be on weak volume anyways, you just know that it's going to be a no touch for you into the remainder of the week. So those are my thoughts here inside of Vinco Ventures. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.